Yes, welcome, ladies and gentlemen. It's your host, Shane Guilford, and you have joined us for round 7 of the SimHaus V8 League at Townsville. Very hot circuit up here, and the track times are even hotter. We're currently in a qualified session. Thank you for joining us. We are in Townsville on the street circuit, only 2.86 kilometres long, and we've got 2 races tonight on round 7. It will be a 20-lap race sprint and then a 35-lap race feature. The result of race 1 will determine quali for race, their grid position for race 2. So keep an eye out on that, and obviously their qualifying session, which they're currently in now, will determine the start of race 1. All right, on screens, David Baker currently in P6. Before we get into the proceedings, we will bring you the season standings thus far. After round 6 at Darwin, it is Scott Flack stretched that lead from Craig Broadbent and Daniel Opodosano, who are now both on same point, 97, chasing Scott Flack further 10 points ahead. Justin Bryce stays still, but Michael Court moves up a couple of spots as James Spotto drops through the order, not attending Darwin, but he can always drop that in one of the rounds throughout the year. Michael Court, impressive drive, bagging 11 points, moving him up in the 5th, with Antonis Papadopoulos moving up, getting even stronger through the race and through the rounds, moving up into P6. Rob Logan holding firm, very consistent drive from him. Last round sees him at 48 points. James Spotto dropping to 46, but he is back tonight. We're looking forward to seeing him race in the Sprite car. Make sure you cheer him on. And Peter English moving up through the ranks. He is currently in P9, moving up with 3 very firm rounds. Alon Days not with us again tonight. That's fine. He's only joining us when he can due to his real life racing commitments, as he drops to P10 at the moment. All right, let's see how they're going on track. Go through the standings. And it looks like Scott Flack is out on pole, over half a second ahead of the rest of the field. The guy on screen trying very hard, Craig Broadbent, the 22-23 V8 League champion. And he's up on this one, so he will gain and get closer to Scott Flack. We'll stay with him as Daniel Opodosano is still coming to grips with the track, trying to get focus. It is an open session now. The boys have wanted an open session for 40 minutes. Bit of a schedule change. We're usually in a 10-minute private session. And Justin Bryce showing very good times throughout the couple of weeks practice in our service, and he's currently in P4. He'll be racing with James Spotto once he gets his eye in. Currently a couple of seconds off out on field. Will Craig Broadbent get close? He just towards the end he lost it, and he does gain, but only by a fraction. As he's in the pits, Daniel Opodosano, Bada Bing Motorsport. He's had a couple of good rounds, definitely top 3, definitely between Flack, Broadbent and Oppo, and Bryce is getting closer and English is getting stronger as well. David Baker showing that practice makes perfect. He's just got to hold it through the race, bang some consistent laps, and he'll be there at the end. Antonis Papadopoulos is in the server, just arrived. This will pretty much be his first lap on track, and he's just getting familiar with the circuit. Literally just jumped in with only 3 seconds to go. This could be his one and only lap of the track, and he'll definitely use race 1 to get more familiar, which is what he does. He is racing with us from Greece, so it is a bit late at night for him, or early in the morning, one of the two, and he makes an effort to come and join us racing with us based here in Australia. We have all drivers across the eastern seaboard, up North Queensland, down to Victoria. We've got the east coast covered, and then our mate from Greece on screen now. Crossing the line, what will he do? That's a 1:11.3. He moves straight up into P9 on his one and only lap, and that will be your positions for race 1. Peter English has brought a new livery successfully into the server, and it's a beautiful livery, the Batter and Doe Racing, the number 96. Purple and orange livery, very nice indeed. Alright, so that is the end of quali. Checkered flag is out, and Peter English going for a drive through the wall as the server goes into warm-up. Alright, so let's recap the quali results here. And it is Scott Flack on a 109.268, taking pole, starting on the inside next to him, Craig Broadbent. Scott has been trying to perfect his race starts, so we'll see how that goes in the race. Watch out for that. Daniel Opodisano in P3 on a 109.9. Justin Bryce next to him for Service Australia. And Peter English and David Baker on the third row. Fourth row will be Michael Court and Craig Stoddard. And again, Michael Court bringing that beautiful Indigenous livery with him to Townsville. And Craig Stoddard, the beautiful Fanta livery, and his teammate James Potter in P10. And Tonas Papadopoulos in P9 with a 1:11.3. Literally one lap, hot lap for him, and that's not too bad. Next will be P11, Troy Cieslowski and Rob Logan. Finished in P10. I'm just going through. Looks like we're just getting James Spotto back in the server. So what we'll do, we'll go to a commercial break. We'll get the boys ready, make sure they're ready, and we'll be right with you for race 1. Stay tuned.
What's
All right,
the day?
welcome back.
The
It is
qualifying?
race 1.
You're in the wrong channel, Shane.
And
It's
in
on
the
you.
channel, bro.
20 laps, thank you. All right, welcome back. It is race 1, round 7. 20 laps around here. Scott Flack on pole and Craig Broadbent on the left in P2. All right, 20 laps. We've got 12 drivers. Papanopoulos is with us from Greece joining us, and we can see the Sprite and the Fanta cars. Good luck to the whole field. 20 laps, the engines are rising. We're waiting for the green. Here it comes. Who's going to be the leader off the line? Watching, and it looks like Craig Broadbent got a great jump there at the start, racing down, getting in front of Scott Flack into turn 1. The field's trying to settle behind. I can see Baker on the inside there. Peter English sideways, running down. Oh, got squeezed out all the way down there. Not good. Michael Core caught up in that as well. Baker, not too sure what happened there. We'll see if we can go back there. If we just roll back that tape, we'll watch Peter English. See how it all comes. So the guys got together. Oh, Baker got squeezed out, and it was a knock-on effect from there on in. It was nothing but sideways. That'll definitely be flat spotting. All right, not good for Peter English or the guys involved, but we'll move on. Peter English still running around there, chasing Troy Cieslawski, who's just getting out of the way there. Oh, Michael Cork getting up the inside of Rob Logan. We're missing Neil Haynes tonight too. He's on holiday, so hello to him. Hopefully he's watching. As Peter English into the pits, giving him massive flat spot. Those tyres would be hurting that wheel. In fact, we've got him on screen. You should see the wheel shaking left to right as he navigates through the pit lane as we watch Broadbent battling with Bryce. Is up there as well. It's Broadbent, Flack, Obatasano, Bryce, and then Papanopoulos. Legend effort, moving up in a 5th from 9th already, moving up the grid. You can see the positions gained. Papanopoulos up 4 spots, so too Spotto, and down 7 is Peter English. He's just got to refocus and get ready for race 2 as race 1 is almost over, but anything can happen as we get into lap 2. Oh, Bryce just overshot that one, got on the gas too early. Now he's open to Papanopoulos back there. Down the main straight, Papanopoulos on the back of Justin Bryce. That little mistake has dropped back. Fastest laps are 1:11.1 so far. Only the 2nd lap completed. Onto the 3rd. On the inside, will he go for it? Heavy under brakes, Bryce too strong, very stable. Strong under brakes is Justin Bryce. Further up, it's still Broadbent, Flack, Obatasano as predicted at the start. These guys had a great show in Darwin, and they've moved across the country onto the coast. Still just as hot. And so too the action as we go into lap 3 here in Townsville. So I can see Baker, Spotto and Stoddard there. This is for P6. Baker really struggling with his consistency, really down on his on himself. Wants to be stronger, wants to be more consistent, and at the moment he's doing really well. Unfortunate to get squeezed out on that little kink down the main straight, but he settles himself as he defends P6. All right, so Black closer to Broadbent into turn 1. Oppo just behind as well, and in the background we'll see, oh, Bryce again on the gas. Just losing time to Papanopoulos. Let's see what happens here. Love this section through here, watching the cars get up on 2 as they navigate over the curbs, using them to turn and rotate their vehicle heavy braking, a couple of gears down in the left turn. We're looking back towards Daniel Opodesano. This is how close all three are. Oh, Oppo right on the back of Flack now as they come into the final corner onto the main straight. Oppo very strong. Watch him get mid-corner speed. Very good there. Just gets balked on the outside on the exit. Bryce still trying to balance that accelerated. Flacky now trying to get up next to Broadbent. Oh, he's clipped the wall. Oh, 2 into turn 1. And Oppo's there on the inside as well. I'm sure Flacky's going to be left to hang out to dry. But Broadbent swung to the inside to block Oppo up. But Flacky's holding. Oh, he's got it too. He's coming early. Just make sure Broadbent just doesn't come back in. And very cleverly taking the lead. Oh. So they come through very tight. And the two behind just as tight as well. Further back we've got Stoddard and Michael Court battling for position 8 as well. Oh, Broadbent just clipping the grass there. Nice and wide entry. Will he roll out to the end? No, you can see him just ended up a little bit in. Oppo's going for it right up that inside dive. That was a big, long braking, and he went for it. He knew he had to do it. He had to get in front of Broadbent so he can chase down Flack. Otherwise, Flack's going to stretch away. Almost already a second out in front. So head down the main straight. Broadbent on the Oppo on the charge now. Broadbent just wants to conserve his tyres. He was defending hard out the front. Now he just wants to get him back under control. But he's just like Bryce. He's just getting a bit loose on the exits. And Papanopoulos still in there in P5. Baker's been pretty good and defending that position. He stretched that position out to about 7/10 now as he goes wide into the heavy brakes. Spotto on the charge. Look at him closing in. Very hot on the tail, but still just over a second away. As Baker's just keeping nice, clean, consistent laps. Okay, so back up the front, it is Oppo down the main straight. We're crossing for the 6th time onto the 7th lap. And still Flack in great form this season. Starting to look very strong and consistent, not getting caught up in any incidents. And it is showing because he's stretching out that lead in the P1 in the window. You can see their current driving positions, race positions in the windscreen. And that'll change if their positions change. So Oppo on screen now, coming through the S's beautifully. Just wrestling those curves, using them to his advantage. Broadbent bringing up dust there just in front of Brycey. We've got Baker and Spotto down the back. This is a battle now. Just in front of the crowd, trying to stay on. Oh, Baker. Spotto's forcing a mistake. Baker fell for it. He's just going to get back into... Is he going to get it up the inside? Baker's going to come back on the inside. Oh, it's a battle still. He's not letting it go. Baker right behind Spotto now. We're on board with David Baker. Down the main straight now. Baker in 7 and he's staring at P6 right in front of him in a turn 1, settling the gears, settle the car, turning in nicely. P1, very tight there. Oh, just brushes the wall on the exit. And here comes Craig Stoddard, teammate of James Spotto. So he's in between the two soft drinks. Cliche, getting very thirsty now. Oh, nice job there for the boys. Oh, Up on 2 wheels for Baker, trying to get it, hold it in before Stoddard takes the gap and the position. Oh, getting a bit wily now. He's being distracted. He's got another driver in front. Just got to keep it steady, otherwise he's going to lose another job. Hitting the wall. Starting to get a bit loose on the driving now. Just got to keep it steady. I don't know if his tyres have gone off defending that position. But it's starting to show on screen now. Just got to keep it nice and smooth. Michael Court coming into the fray as well. He's in P9. So we can show you David Baker at home racing. There he is. That's David Baker on screen chasing James Spotto. Very focused. Eyes do not move from that green Sprite car as he turns into turn 3. Spotto defending that, opening himself up. Affects his exit, and that's why Baker's right up there now. This battle's going on as the leaders are starting to stretch out a bit. Papanopoulos on the back of Bryce in P4. But this is a 4-way car battle now because I can see Michael Court closing in. Spotto trying everything he can to get away from, but Baker, he's focused, got all targets loaded. He's got the crossfire and James Spotto's in his sights. You can't get distracted from Stoddard, who's not feeling well at the moment, but driving really well. He's in P8 right behind. Down the main straight. Baker just resting the arms down the main straight. Trying to refocus because the next lap is very intense. No real time to switch off but the main straight. So he uses that to his advantage. Oh, all of them getting loose. Like synchronized swimming there. Pure sideways. Looked like Michael Court tried to follow Stoddard. It was very clean through there, but I could hear Michael Court just getting loose. And look, he's dropped off a bit too there, so he's lost a lot of ground. He's going to have to focus and get back on the back of the Fanta car pretty soon because we're at lap 11, 10 laps to go. And it's Craig Stoddard in P8. Now, Papanopoulos, the Greek god, chasing Justin Bryce from the New South Wales border. Not too sure if he calls himself a New South Welshman or a Queenslander after the state of origin. Whatever suits him, I guess. But Antonis chasing down Justin Bryce now. Nice and smooth on the throttle, you can hear it. Very light on the gear changes as well, just nice and smooth down shifting. Short shifting in 5, just so it doesn't get taily through there, burn the tyres. These guys really got to look after the tyres on this one. It's regarded as a sprint, but you can't let loose because these tyres won't last and overheat. As soon as they overheat, it's all over. Up ahead I can see Broadbent closing in on Opposano. And there it is, that's the gap. Broadbent squeezing up now, look at that. That gap is half a second apart, but we don't need the timing to tell us that. We can see it on our screen as we're following Oppo, looking back at Broadbent. We're on the coastline of Townsville, just in the city there. Not too far from the main football stadium and the Salt Shaker Hotel, or the Sugar Shack I think it's called. It's got a, looks like an old sugar dispenser. So Oppo doing well, just holding that position. Papadopoulos is closer up the back now. We can see that. So these four in shot is for position, but we cannot see Scott Flack because he has raced away. Look at him, he's into turn one. There's Oppo there. So he's punching in the laps. His last one was a 1:11.1, and the rest of the field was like 1:11.6s, 1:12.2s, 1:11.8s, 1:11.8s. So that's a comparison. He's over half a second quicker on that lap alone. And this is how he does it. We'll go on board for a full lap with Scott Flack. Oh, fourth gear, third gear change in between. Oh, he's got to lose. Probably commentator's curse, but I won't say much more. Very hard through that section because the car gets offloaded through there and it's hard to get the power down. You just got to stay nice and settled. You know, turn in early over the curb and then take that dip. And if you accelerate too early, you'll just, tail will go out and hit that wall. And you'll lose a lot of time and carry that damage for the rest of the race. We are on lap 14 of 20. Scott Flack out in the lead. Oppo lapping at the same times as the leader, and Broadbent right behind. Justin Bryce has got Papadopoulos half a second behind. And there's 13 seconds back. We've got James Spotto and David Baker. Spotto racing for BS Motorsports, teammate of Craig Stoddard in the Fanta car. There he is, back from a break from round 6 at Darwin, so he should be climbing up back up the top 10 after this one. Normally he likes a P4 position, best of the rest. But Papadopoulos is very strong. And we're missing Peter English too, so he's usually in the mix as well, as he's battling to get past Jaslowski in P10, Rob Logan in P12. So we can just see Jaslowski trying to give way there. Ooh, on the inside. Oh, it's overshot it too. Got distracted. Jaslowski on the outside. Could be a lot of loose rubber on the inside and just locked up. Not as much traction out there and just overshot it. Maybe just a slight lock up where he had to go forward. And unfortunately lost 2 positions there. Back into P12. Jaslowski up into P10 as well. Doing nice and strong there. Baker trying very hard. Here we go. 3-way battle. This is what we're looking for. Stoddard has got overtaken Baker to move up into P7 right behind his teammate, but Baker doesn't like it. Oh, he's trying to get it back. Oh, Stoddard's lost it. Baker hard on the brakes and did everything he could to avoid contact. So they did well not to touch each other, so it's back on with the racing. Michael Court's just going to get a good run out of here. And good run on these two. So come down the straight. Here we go. On board with Michael Court. 2 different lines between Baker and Stoddard. Oh, nice and deep for Michael Court. Look how strong that is. He's tried the inside, showing the nose to Baker, letting him know he's there. He definitely knows he's there. He's sandwiched between the both. So go through turn 3. Stoddard. Oh! Stoddard up on the 2 wheels like a stuntman. Bridgestone stunt team back in the day. Baker looks like he went long there, but did all right to get through there. nasty bump on that right-hander when you're trying to put the full power down. And then you've got to come into the stadium-like turn. Oh, it's very hard to keep. Got to be very... Put the feather on through there, otherwise you're going to get loose. We saw Justin Bryce get a bit loose early on, and Baker still struggling. Those rears are just stepping out. He's got 3 laps to hold it together as he drops into P8 behind Craig Stoddart. Michael Court very strong under brakes into turn 1. Just needs to keep it nice and smooth through the exit there if he's going to have any chance of overtaking David Baker. It's very hard to pass here. That was pretty much one of 2 passing opportunities. Oh, goes a bit wide, tries to pull it back in, does it nicely. Stoddard just taking smooth lines through there now, refocusing, getting back in the zone, hitting his lines. Oh, Baker scraping that wall once again. It's a great battle. This is for P7, if we're going to include Craig Stoddart's position. Only got a couple laps to go. They need to make a move now and make it stick, because now they're thinking about how much tyres they've got and how much they can spend towards the end, and if they're all looking, then they're all going to make the changes. And here's an opportunity down into turn 1. Baker's too far back from Stoddart, and Court's too far back from Baker. Just got a bit loose there. They're still battling, only a couple of laps to go. Where is Scott Flack, the leader? He's down into turn 3 of lap 19. 5 seconds ahead now of Opposano. Ed Broadbent's lost that rubber band. Oh, Rob Logan just over-rotated. Oh, he blind corner there, he can't see. Then he just whips it round and off he goes. Well done for Rob Logan. I think last year we saw Baker in the wall, and then not too sure. Can't remember if he reversed into the field there. But Papanopoulos trying on Justin Bryce. Justin Bryce holding firm. Very strong in Darwin. And he's strong again here in Townsville. So too Papanopoulos. Papanopoulos had a bit of a ding-dong battle with Rob Logan at Darwin, and unfortunately we're not seeing that in race 1 because of that lap 1 incident. If you didn't see it, make sure you rewind and watch that back. There was 3 wide going into the kink on the main straight right about there, and something had to give, and it was Peter English ending up being pushed down into turn 1 sideways. Oh, Papanopoulos guiding that Cool Drive Mustang through the corner. He wants to push now. It's on the last lap. Scott Flack is somewhere around the circuit, down the back there. And we watch him come through the final corners. Oh, Peter English just in front, so he'll get to do a full lap. So it's Scott Flack, very strong. Fastest lap of the race as well for Scott Flack with a 1:10.566. Here he comes around the final corner, and it will be Scott Flack to cross the line. Yeah, he's happy about that one. And that is Scott Flack. Here comes Daniel Opposano in P2, Craig Broadbent, Justin Bryce, and Antonis Papanopoulos becoming very close at the end. Look at that for position. Very close there. So that is P5 going through. We're waiting for James Spotto to come round. There he is. It's going to be Rob Logan just in front, but he's on a lap behind. And that is James Spotto in the Sprite crossing the line now. And we have the Spanta car of Craig Stoddart ahead of Michael Cork in that position as well. So Baker pushed down to P9 and Troy Kozlowski coming through in P12. So looking at the results for race 1, we'll bring it on screen for you guys now. It is race 1 session results, and it's Scott Flack, 5-second lead over Daniel Opedisano, winning that race. Race 1, P2 was Daniel Opedisano for Butterbing Motorsport, Craig Broadbent for Racetech 350. In 4th was Justin Bryce for Service Australia, and Antonio Papanopoulos coming in right behind him in P5. James Spotto further back for BS Motorsport. He's finishes in P6, just ahead of his teammate Craig Stoddart. Michael Cork in that position right at the end for the 888 gets P8, and David Baker in P9. Peter English in 10. So that leaves Rob Logan, who we saw spin out just towards the end there, losing position in 11, and Troy Kozlowski finishes in P12. All right, so you know how it goes. For those who've been watching, we'll go to a commercial break, set up race number 2 for you guys, and we'll be right back, so stay tuned.
Introducing the Racecraft PT1, custom-built full chassis racing simulator. The design project, codenamed The Cage, an 80/40 extrusion chassis sitting on top of a Sigma Integrale DK2 Plus 4-point full motion actuator system. No compromises in the cockpit of the PT1 simulator. To maximize the experience, we start with the 49-inch ultra-wide monitor for the greatest field of view in a small footprint of the simulator, down to the SimuCube wheelbase that's tucked up and behind the monitors with SimCore extensions to get things out of the driving area. Everything is connected to a Cube Controls GTX steering wheel with the built-in dash and all the extra button functions available at your fingertips. Driving through the Raceworks S1 pedals, the potentiometer throttle and the 2 hydraulic pedals for brake and clutch ensures you maximize the feel underfoot, and seating yourself into an OMP HTER bucket racing seat with OMP belts connected to a G-belt tensioner to provide that extra feeling and the heightened experience while you're driving. Additional interfaces and accessories in the PT1, we have twin butt kickers, one on either side of the OMP seat, as well as a Jinx sequential shifter, the SimPush Race Logic timer to the left-hand side, a Racecraft built-in WinSim kit with Philips Hue lighting and a built-in soundbar, plus the OMP side net to finish off the experience in the PT1. The Racecraft PT1, build number 1, the ultimate in sim racing experience, combining the best products in the market with the passionate, no compromise approach that goes beyond racing simulation.
Okay, welcome back. It is race 2. Grid is set by the results of race 1, so it will be Scott Flack on. I think I'll bring up the starting order for you guys. It's going to be Scott Flack on pole, Daniel Pedisano, Craig Broadbent, Justin Bryce in 4. In 5 will be Antonis Papanopoulos, James Spotto, Craig Stoddard, and Michael Court in 8, David Baker in 9, Peter English in 10, Jaslowski and Logan. That is your grid. Waiting for the commissaire to wave the green flag or turn the lights on. The race of start of race 2. Here we go. See if we get through cleanly. Blackie with a better start. Oppo on the other side. No, I don't want that one. Oh, down main straight. Can we hold it together? Incident free into turn 1. Oppo's strong in the brakes. He's going to go for it. As they get through, I can see the whole field getting through. Excellent. That includes Peter English moving up. Papanopoulos down in 6. Spotto up in a 5 there. I just heard something that's probably because of the witch's hat. So it's probably not a car, even though it sounded like a car then. Oh, very tight, very strong. On board with Justin Bryce now in P4. His favourite position. He's got Papanopoulos back behind him. We can see the rest of the field just coming through that turn. So come round of the first lap of race 2, which is 35 laps. The guys are a bit reluctant to do the 35. It's quite long, and it will involve a compulsory pit stop to change 4 tyres. So they will need to serve one. Where they do it, it's up to them. Side by side down the straight for Scott Flack and Daniel Opedisano. He's going to tuck in. I bet you he's going to pull out on the inside. No, he's going to stay out there. Great shot as we watch Oppo take that turn, lift it up. He protected the inside, making sure Flacky didn't come back on the inside. But now he's given enough room just to get through turn 3 there. The whole field still together, Michael Court included, David Baker just dropping off there. That is P10. And we've got Peter English back in the fold now. This is Peter English on screen, lapping with the H shifter as well. Oh, sideways, he's just lost it. Saw Michael Court up ahead. Probably a few bleeps inside the house there. But he's loving the racing as he's back behind Stoddard. This is a big group. Michael Court going wide. Oh, Michael Court up the inside of Stoddard now. No, Stoddard's coming across just to take that nose. Oh, English might get up the inside if he gets on the gas. It's going to be 3 wide into the next turn, but Stoddard's backed out of it. Peter English holding it. Oh, it takes a bit of that curb. Michael Court round the outside. No steering when you're up on the curb there. You can see Peter English at home just really... You can see the bumps just really bumping the camera. So giving us that extra immersiveness. Takes the 2 turns through the chicane. What's that? 5 drivers. Oh, Stoddard getting loose. That was a bit of a tank slapper for him. Manages to hold it. Peter English. I don't know if there's earthquakes up in Townsville or it's the in-car shaking the hell out of that camera, but it's giving us that real feel as he chases Michael Court for P7. Back up front. Scott Flack taking the lead, and it's going to be Oppo. Oh, look at this group behind. Look at this. Spotto back in P6, so that's the top 6 up in there, and that includes Papanopoulos. Broadbent showing the nose up in the inside. Will he make it stick? No, he won't. They're just back in formation, taking that turn. This is great racing here. Nice and smooth through here, just guiding it. Take that inside curb nice and strong, let it roll out, settle it, and then get over, brake hard, then roll it in. Second gear, keep it in second, out to the wall. Very hard to get on the gas here. The back wants to step out, but the track turns right. So they really need to feather that accelerator. Otherwise, they're just going to rotate it. Everyone almost within a second of each other for the top 6. Peter English further back in P7, defending against David Baker. Oh, up on 2 for that last corner for Justin Bryce, coming down the straight there. Flack with the fastest sector there, fastest third sector, and brings up the fastest lap of the race so far. Bryce up the inside of Broadbent. Oh, he's clipped him, he's touched him. He's going to wait for him to pass so he can take off again. And that is Justin Bryce. And this is Bryce just locking up a bit on the brakes and just tapped Broadbent and going around. And unfortunately, he had nowhere to go. He rotates back into P6. Peter English now there wanting that position, and he'll be chasing Bryce all race long for that position. You watch. That is for P6 at the moment. Broadbent down in P5, got a lot of work to do. He's going to bank some points. And Papanopoulos right on the back of Spotto, who's up into P3. Spotto down the main straight there. Under fire from Papadopoulos. There he is, right behind. And up on the inside's Michael Court, coming out of the pits. Well, that's going to be a costly stop unless he can go to the end from here. That's the only way he's going to recover. Oh, Papadopoulos gets the job done. There's a bit of flicker there from the net code, which is racing from Greece, so it's a bit slower there. Spotto's just got to get on the back, follow what Papanopoulos does, and now it's a race between those two for the end of the race. So pit strategy will come into play later on. And if it's a 35 lap race, then we should see, I would say, around the 16 lap mark. Alright, so Oppo's got a bit of breathing space. Papanopoulos is leading the rest of the field here. That's Spotto, and Broadbent will be closing in, and Bryce will be like, you know what, I'm going to get on the back of this field. And so too English should be there as well. Baker's not too far behind as well, so he's still in the mix. And so too is Stoddard. Logan a further 5 seconds back there. Just getting sideways for Papanopoulos there. On board with Craig Broadbent. Oh, nice tight lines through there. Doesn't have to labour or back off, but because Spotto was a bit slower getting out of that corner, he had to back off a little bit for Spotto. So that group's still together. Bryce still in the mix as well. There he is coming down the straight. Will he get the toe? He's got to tuck in, get as much toe as he can, otherwise he's going to get left behind. Oh, very strong under brakes. Brycey for Service Australia, the 333 car. See a lot of tyre marks on the wall there as they approach that turn. They try and widen the corner by going out wide. Or they try to open the corner by going out wide, just scraping that outside wall. Costing him a bit of time. Papadopoulos is stretching away here. He's in third, Spotto in fourth, Broadbent fifth, and Bryce in sixth. So this is a great battle here. Baker starting to close on English too, so we'll keep an eye on that battle as it gets closer behind this group here. Spotto's not used to this position. He probably wants to let Spotto go, but he's a bit of a fighter, Spotto, so he'll hold that position. That's how close it is on the kink. What's going to happen down here with the switch? Oh, he's up the inside. Will he overshoot it? Will Spotto come back on the inside? He's going to try it. Oh, he's got some of the car up there, but he won't have enough as he tries to tuck it. Otherwise, he's going to be vulnerable to Bryce behind. Oh, very smooth through there, Spotto. Just planted to the floor as Broadbent just bounces over that curb. Now, if they follow Broadbent might close in on Papadopoulos. So keep an eye on that gap now. Look at that marker, 4 seconds between Papadopoulos and Broadbent. So let's see if he brings the group up with him to make it a 4-car battle for P3. Oh, Bryce smoking those rears up. He's only going to invite English to come in closer as he's 1.7 seconds or 1.6 behind now on that lap. Bryce down the main straight now, chasing Spotto. Around the outside, will he make it stick? Oh, he's got to come back in. Oh, very close, look at that. Great action as he has to yield, get back into position. Through turn 3 now. This is a great shot to watch. Look at the car just get up on 2 here. Take the curve, let it run out wide. Under braking, will he get it done here? Oh, trying to force a mistake from Spotto, but he's not falling for it. Up the inside. Oh, he's got the nose in. Oh, Spotto's trying to close the door. Oh, great racing. Oh, good respect. Not touching each other. Oh, who's stronger here? Oh, close your eyes if you're a Brycey fan. But he's got through. Spotto did what he can to avoid contact. And now Peter English is there and Baker too. So let's include them in this battle. Now Peter English on screen now in the batter and dough, racing number 96. Yeah, that unfortunate spin in race 1, had to pit early, and that cost him a lot of track time and hard to recover after that. I think he finished just outside the top 10. Logitech. Oh, he's on a fire from David Baker. So that's Peter English, and now we're watching David Baker. Nice and smooth, cool, calm and collected. Eyes are so focused on the driving line there. Tilting the head, but the eyes stay focused. Down the main straight through the King. Into turn 1. What's it going to be? Baker's going to try it up the inside. Clinching the lips. He's just nice and smooth. Great move here. Baker moves up. So Peter English now chasing David Baker, trying to stay on board. Stay on the back of Baker. Very strong through here. Lap 12. Bit too early to start pitting now, but wouldn't be surprised if Scott Flack drops in right about now. Even though he's out in the lead, he doesn't have to protect it. He just needs to keep watching those gaps back and controlling that with a 5-second, almost a 6-second gap now. He's got full control of this race. So he may want to come in a bit later. Keep an eye on Oppo and Papanopoulos when they pit and just react to those guys. So up front it is Scott Flack. There's the leader of the race on lap 13, about a third of the way through now. Or just over. And got a 5.7 second gap over Oppo, who lapped half a second quicker than Flack on that lap. So that's why the gaps come down to 5.8. It was 6.3. So it's Scott Flack in P1. Daniel Opposano, Butterbing Motorsport. Current defending champion in the number 36, Butterbing Camaro. His teammate Ross Licciardi not making it with us tonight. So that's Papanopoulos now chasing Oppo. Bit of breathing space between the cars now as Broadbent's a further 6 seconds behind this group. We'll see where he is coming down the main straight. That gap is spreading out. All the top 5 drivers now are still in the 111s. So they know they've got to pit for tyres. They're just going to leave it all out on the track and then come in, get a fresh set and get themselves to the finish. So my guess is an undercut's going to be a bit of a better move here because the track is rubbering up and it does get quicker here in Townsville. And once the track rubbers up, the times will come down, the lighter loads and the fresher tyres, they should be able to get a jump. If they come in too early, obviously they're going to be vulnerable towards the end of the race, but 1 or 2 laps towards the end is not going to make much of a difference when you've already gained 2-3 seconds through your pit stop. So they're not in yet. It's lap 15. I'd expect them in the next 2 to 3 laps. So my guess will be Oppo's going to be the first one to blink. Or Broadbent, no, coming down the main straight. So Baker's up on English, we saw that. Stoddard now coming on the back of English further back. And that's Craig Stoddard right behind Peter English now. On board with Craig Stoddard. Stoddard, his fastest lap so far is a 1:11.7. And that's quicker than Peter English, the guy in front. These guys all pretty much lapping in the same lap time, so very, very close racing with these guys. Oh, Stoddard just smashing that inside curve. Very quick through there, nice job. $20 laps to go, still a long way to go in this race. This is the point where they start to make their move for the pit lane. And there it is. Peter English is the first one. He wants first blood. He's going to try it. Takes a bit of a break himself, a bit of a rest. So the right side goes up very quickly, the left side goes up, and then he'll be off. 3 seconds, and there he goes. So back out, he's falling in a P9. Rob Logan has a fair way back there. He's getting his thumb ready on the pit limiter button. There he goes. And it's a nice run down the main straight. On cold tyres, he's going to have to brake early or move the brake bias. He's doing it hard with the H pattern there. Nicely done. Great work. Not easy. This left-right's pretty cool if you get it right. That's it. Heavy brakes, settle down, bring it in early, get good position for the next corner. You don't want to drift out to that wall. You want to get on the gas nice and early. The straighter you make the car, the more power you can put down. It's a very quick lap through the gears, down to first gear. Nice and smooth through there, just take it easy. A lot of guys short shift. Justin Bryce in the pits as well now. He'll be taking advantage, so I think he dropped back from P4 to go, and that's a full lap with Peter English. So now we're going to start seeing the boss. We just saw English lock up towards the end there. Justin Bryce is one and done. He's been in, and there it is, Papanopoulos. Here he comes. That's Papanopoulos for his pits. So that's Papanopoulos, and it'll be Broadbent as well, right behind him. There it is, Spotto and Broadbent. There he is, both of those guys, and Baker as well, just scraping Spotto. See what Baker does during the pits. He's looking at who's in front, who's behind, who's coming in the pits. Oh, penalty for Spotto. Oh, that's going to hurt him big time. Don't know if that was speeding in the pit lane. It's not easy. So first fresh tyres, turn corner, first corner. Bit ginger through there as the tyres warm up. So we've got Flacky, just about to lap Baker, so teammates. But Baker's been in for his pits and Flacky hasn't. Flacky's going for the overcut here, which is going to even strengthen his position even more. We can see Oppo closing in on the lap time, because Flacky made a mistake there and lost 2 seconds to Opposano just in that one lap. So we missed that while we're watching the pit stops. And he's staying out. Oh no, that's not the position. Looks like Cieslawski and Logan are having a good battle further back as well. So new fastest lap for Justin Bryce. And that is a 1:10.363, ladies and gentlemen, as Baker comes back in the pits as well. So what's happened with Baker? I don't think he got a penalty through that one. I didn't see it anyway. As Oppo's in the pits right behind him. There he is. Flack's still out there. Baker in, and Cieslawski and Logan. This is a great battle. Let's watch this one. We haven't seen this one all season long. I've noticed the times have been very similar through here. Cieslawski is a Queenslander, so it is home turf for him, based in the Gold Coast from memory. Stoddard's in the pits from P3 as well. So this is where we try and see where the guys are in relation to the pit stops. Papanopoulos is moving up across the start-finish line. And where's Oppo? There he is. So Papanopoulos has jumped a spot there with a fastest lap. Look, he really focused. He knew that he had to give us a biggest outlap, turned it into a whole lap, and look at what it's done. And now it's going to be a race to the end with Opposano and Papanopoulos. I think it's only 1 or 2 lap difference there. Well, it was straight after. So Flacky now into the pits. So Flacky just rolling in. So where's Papanopoulos? Still down the back, but still it's a long drive down pit row. Oh. Papanopoulos is going for it here. Going to bring up the sector times for Papanopoulos. He's posting fastest sectors of the race. The second sector, the purple one there. And he's just off the first one, even though it's not. All right, so where's Flacky? Flacky's coming out. So Papanopoulos is going to come right on the back of Flacky. I don't know if Flacky's going to make it out there before him. There it is. And here they come. There's a gap. So he has made it just in front, but Jesus, one more lap and he would have lost that position to Papanopoulos, who's absolutely flying. He just posted a 10.6. Oppo behind him was a 14.2. Flacky 144, but that included the pit stop as well. So Stoddard, after the pit stop, is out in P8. Czeslowski is in P9. James Spotto, not too sure if he served that that penalty or not. I'm sure it was Spotto with the pit lane penalty, but I saw Baker come and serve one and Spotto hasn't, so not too sure what's going on there. I'll be able to check the stats after the race is finished. But now the pit stops have been completed by, I think Czeslowski's still got to do a pit stop with Logan, but they're just having fun racing at the moment. Because there's Logan there and Czeslowski's further up the road. There he is, Troy Czeslowski, the local boy. Currently in P9 in the number 3. Teammate of Papanopoulos is in P2 at the moment. So Flack's advantage over the field is down to 3.5 seconds. Oh, there's Czeslowski coming in, making sure he's below 40 Ks. And Logan stays out, so Logan's going to get a couple of good laps out before Czeslowski changes tyres. So I'm not too sure if you heard any of that now that I've just unmuted my mic. I think I muted it to cough and didn't bring it back on. So I do apologise. You've got no commentary then towards the end of the race. Always a mistake from me. My bad. So just to recap, the next race will be on the 29th of July. Around 8 at Barbagallo. So stay tuned for that. And the race results were Scott Flack with a commanding win over Daniel Opposano, just ahead of Antonis Papanopoulos. Justin Bryce in P4 for Service Australia. Then Craig Broadbent will probably suffer for that one. May finish P4 for the championship, for the round, and lose some valuable points there. With his fight with Daniel Opposano, and then James Spotto back to bank some points ahead of Peter English, who had a rough night, especially race 1. And then Craig Stoddard feeling sick but finishes in P8 ahead of David Baker, Michael Court in 10. And that means it was Troy Chislasky in 11 and Rob Logan in P12. All right, once again, thanks for joining us. Make sure you like and subscribe. Check all the links down below in the description. It's got all the invites, all the links to the car and track combination. We are on R Factor 2. And if you want to race, please download it. And we'll see you at the next event. You can always get on our Discord and register and join us. We want to see you. And until then, I'm your host, Shane Gilfeather. See you for the next one. Good night.